yourself to be able to see the unseen, hear what is not being spoken, and reflect. Allow yourself to keep your eyes focused on everything that comes your way. Because if you might blink, you might do something. Stay love and blessings, love and light, and many blessings are definitely coming your way. And if you have been watching my videos for a while and have not already, please like and subscribe. Hit that notification bell at the bottom so you know when I'm about to upload my next video. Also, if you're comfortable enough, drop me a line or two. I would love a chance to get to know you as much as you're getting to know me. Even if it's about the positive feedback of the content of my video, or you're just giving me, give vibes or inspiration, so just needing confirmation or validation towards life path or even soul purposes, please go ahead and really appreciate it on so many levels. And I hope that you're able to resonate with content. Instrumental music, 432 hertz, for positive thinking and inner balance. And I will post that link in the description box below. And the video I'm doing is called Protect 2021 Heyokas, protecting your peace of purpose at all costs. You're closer to your abundance than you actually think. When you're going through a lot of things and it's like fears and doubts within within your ability of yourself, not having confidence within yourself that you have what it takes to flourish in many ways, wondering, if you questioning if you got what it takes to just to be doing what you're doing, because a lot of times these things can really break you down. It'll have you really seeing the world for its truth, and sometimes what we see is not really pretty. So you have to allow yourself to know you're taking part in something very big that is going to change the universe in so many ways. you know um so it is just like when you're getting stronger, a lot of people push out insecurities. You already know, hey, because we bring out the ugliness in folks that they don't want nobody seeing. They mask that up under insecurity, being fake, or not allowing other people to see them for what they really are. All different things that, people be thinking it, and you're that type of one that will say it. Even when I'm talking to y'all, in between messages or, emails and stuff like that, I was just like, fun. We've gone through a lot of things that's not easy. There's times where you want to walk away. There's the obstacle and not your viewpoint of where you're trying to be. And at times that's where you're being taught at. The devil wants to distract you, and devil already see what's coming for you, and they don't want you to have that. So they'll try to trigger you on something that's on what they're doing than what you're here for. And you have to allow yourself to be, you got to protect yourself at all times, because it's just like I've been going through it. I've seen other people go through it, shoot out, and it's just like all these different changes that are going around in life that is really, you really don't know what is about to happen, but there's something about to pop off. There's people like Roslynn having a panic attack, almost taking. But if it's that time for the world to end, there's nothing we can do to stop it. If universe wants that to happen, it's gonna happen. That's something you shouldn't fear. But they're telling you there's a big change coming, and you have to allow yourself to prepare for that. But it's just like when you know how many times you done fell out, how many times you done went through trials and tribulations that has taken place, and you still, even when you wanted to walk away, your soul wouldn't let you. They'd be like, okay, you can take this chill pill for a minute, and I'm gonna be back. And when I come back, you better be ready to go. That's how your soul be telling you. And you really feel like, you're tired of going through. There's times you have to allow yourself to see that you are no longer the person that first started this journey. You don't sit up here and experience a lot of things. You have learned a lot of things. You have connected with a lot of people, and being able to see things from different levels in your life that has brought a lot of blessings towards people that you may not even know. And at times, there's been times in my past where I feel like, do I have what it takes? Am I really, imprinting some kind of positivity in people's lives? And it was just like, anytime I've ever had, you're going through, there's a purpose behind what you're going through. There's a reason why you are the way you are, because they already knew they were going to have me doing some kind of thing. Because I used to talk a lot when I was younger. I used to say things I really wasn't supposed to say, but then I've always been bold with the things I went through. And, and it's just things that you constantly had to endure for what has taken place in your life. But it's just the things that you have been exposed to, and the power of change that you choose to reflect on everything you do is going to be not just a blessing for you, but it's going to be a blessing for many that's following you. Connection. A lot of times we feel like, why do we endure the things that we endure? And you try to understand, why does my life have to be this way? And a lot of times it's not about you, but it's about the people that you're going to connect with, that to reflect towards others on things that they may not be able to see within themselves in their life. And you learn from them as they learn from you, and these are the things that that you can really take with you. you know and it is just like, a lot of times when you're going through things and it's just like your faith is being shaky. You're getting tired of going through things, because it's just like they kept on saying, if you stop doing this, then this is going to come, and then you stop doing that, this is going to come. And it just makes you, at times it makes you feel like, y'all been telling me a whole bunch of times that things are really close to you. And I've sacrificed a lot and I still haven't got what I want. But you have to understand, if you weren't mentally and emotionally ready for what they were about to give you, a lot of times you have to appreciate when they stalled out on you. Because a lot of times we carry a shakiness that it only takes one time, and it's going to have a domino effect of really messing up something very big for you. And so they want to make sure, that you have what it takes to really do what you need to do in life, that will help not just, uplift you, but it's going to uplift a lot of people in the same, in the same kind of way that others will truly appreciate. There's times I get stressed out and all that stuff. And it's just like, there's tears I've cried about a lot of things that I felt like life wasn't fair. I shouldn't have had to go through things like this. Some I shouldn't have to find out certain things the way I found out, and people had to pay for what they did to me. And got mad because it's just like people were, basically getting away with murder, and no pun intended. But there's a lot of things, being faithful to what I was doing. And I had to also understand, not everything is what it seems. Don't think anybody got away with anything. We know what you're dealing with is not, a walk in the park, but you're doing the best that you can. I constantly hear that all the time. Even when people don't give you credit, allow yourself to know you must be doing something good, because, people wouldn't be raising so much hell around you and coming at you in so many ways if you didn't feel something, what you're doing, and may be a threat to other people. So you have to allow yourself to protect yourself at all times, even when things seem like it's at their harshest. Don't allow yourself to, you know, um, to, it's like sometimes like either take a pause because other people want to, flex their insecurities on you, or they're not showing you support, but it's like I've said many times, when people feel like their life is messed up and they can't change, or their dreams they went for, it didn't do anything, or they failed at that, they can't see that purpose for you. They don't want to see that purpose for you. So they will try to do any and everything to make sure you don't get it, because they feel like whatever you're doing out in life is way much better than them. And nobody should ever compare somebody else's journey to them, you know. And it's just like everybody else's journey is different, and you have to be able to appreciate what is being brought to the table within that experience, or whatever that knowledge has brought through the changes that have taken place in your life. It really allowed me to be open and really see things, because it's just like I've been to that point where I've had good experiences with people since I've been doing this, but I also had a lot of heartbreaks and hurt through that too. But I appreciate them on both causes, because it taught me something either I wanted in life, or it allowed me to experience certain things that I had to watch out for when it came to certain things like that, when it came to other people. There's a lot of things that I may not share. There's a lot of things that I may not, be vocal about the things I experienced, especially if I became peaceful with it. And I know it might be damaging, for me and my state of mind, to even bring up a lot of things that's taking place in my life. And every time, there's been times that I always got hurt and feeling like no matter how much good I push out, there was too much hatred kind of great. To allow myself to know, just because they're not showing it don't mean it's not happening when you're not around. A lot of times they will tell you things, and it's just like when I see things pop off, I back and observe a lot of it. Back in the day, I've been laughing like, that's what your ass get. You want to sit up here and constantly keep wreaking havoc and coming. Because there's times I see something and I just got to shake my head, or sometimes I see something and it may take place and I'm like, damn, I wish I could be the fly on the wall. But then I'll allow myself to know, I'm proud of all the changes that I've made. My attitude has changed a lot. The things I used to engage in, I no longer engage in anymore. So, regardless on what is taking place, I've changed for the better, and I have to allow myself to give myself that credit and be gentle with my transition, because it's like when you're dealing with the things I'm dealing with currently, and you have to deal with that raw, no kind of escape, no kind of, uh, like no safety net in something, that will comfort you or you run to do, because anytime I got stressed out, I lit up a cigarette. I used to change, went through a lot. I thought I was going to be closer with family, but family chose to show me what their real, true evil dealings were. And, but I see that as a blessing because they broke me down from everything they saw in me. They allowed me to see the truth in me, which was very threatening to them. So I appreciate all those downfalls. I appreciate, me losing my mind and me being able to go back and find the person I was off of all those things they molded me out to be. Allowing myself to, grow within my path and really appreciate everything that's taken place in my life. A lot of times we can look back on things and it has really, hurt us in a really bad way. I've been through a lot, you've been through a lot as well. But it is just like a lot of times when we have gone through things and it feels like so heavy, like, I'm tired of dealing with this. I earned what this is, I earned what that is. And you know what? Whatever is going to be yours is going to be yours. I used to get angry because it's like, people are manipulating the system and trying to keep whatever is being presented to you that was, being a gift towards you. Nobody can steal that, no matter how much they lie, decept, you know, um, try to keep you away from things that they feel like you don't deserve. People play God, judge and jury with my life. Like I'm never supposed to endure any kind of shape, form of happiness. That's not something I should have, and I'm not entitled to that. And it was like a kick in the gut for somebody to basically reflect that on me. But then, it had me, you know, in madness. Like I blanked out a few times because I'm just like, I know you did not do this to me. I know you did not deceive, the things you did and basically got away with it, and I mean, it took me a long time for me not to want to react and reflect on what they try to place on me. It's that mine's lot harder because it's just like it's a scary thing when you're an empath, but when we grow from energy, we're energy changers, and then when you have a lot of hostility, I don't see what kind of damage I can break when I snap, you know. But then I allowed myself to say that, what, yeah, you probably feel good about the things you wanted to inflict on them, but that would have made you know better than them. And you would have probably still felt the same way after you did it. And I'm just like, no, but I ain't got no bail money. I ain't trying to do all that. Allow myself to let nature take its course. When people have been, or you disrupt somebody's life, that speaks more about you and your evil doings than you are about that person that you are really, you let that be your main priority, is to make people upset in a certain way. And I had to be able to, you know, protect my piece of purpose. When folks know that you're, a lot of times they can smell your blessings before you do. And it's sad that they get that, but it's just the fact is you have to allow yourself to peep game and peep it very good, because it's just like, you can say something to somebody and they come at you all vicious and stuff. I'm like, where the hell did this come from? Why you keep it? And then you have to allow yourself to understand. Don't see what's not, you don't see what is coming at you indirectly. And it's just like you can't allow yourself to be affected by other people's actions. That's just, they push that towards themselves, so they'll find everything. It's like when people feel like they're only, certain people are not entitled to be happy, or if they feel like your life is going to be better than, I've had people go all the way out their way to try to make sure they have blocked me on things. And that mess hurt like hell. But then it allowed me to say, don't, I'm not going to allow you to make me bitter, but I know I'm going to part ways with you, but I need to go. There was a lesson and a blessing throughout that, you know. Oh, sorry. And there's a lot of things that you may occur in your life, and it can be very hurtful. It can be very dark. It'll probably place you in a dark place. I can totally relate. But then I allow myself to see all the blessings throughout the turmoil that I've endured. All the changes and the transformation that has taken place. I've seen a lot of things in a different perspective. I appreciate, even through those hard times, I appreciate what I gained from that situation, you know, um, and being able to know, if you never endured these things, how would you know your really, your true strength on determination for overcoming something that many are not able to overcome. I've always had to allow myself to really see it at that. I had to force myself to see it at that, because there's a lot of times, and especially I feel more like this when I get closer to my dad's anniversary of transition. I feel like a lot of people that had their hand in this, and it's just like I really can't speak on it, but it is just like I get angry, because it's just people are more worried about my dad's estate than actually trying to understand what taking place. And money is the root to all evil. I've seen that. I've seen how people can get greedy. I can see how people will not even care who it's affecting, long as they can have their hand on something, you know. And that's the main reason why, my dad has placed things the way he did, just so because he already knew that was going to happen. So it's just a lot of things that's taking place in my life, that even though the pain that I've endured, the hardcore pain that I've endured, has been an ultimate blessing for me, because I see how, quick I can reflect something out, and it can give somebody a true peace of mind. But also at the same type, it can be a threat to a lot of people too, because I shouldn't have strength to, to have, or even have a smile on my face with everything that's went on in my life. But it's just like, you allow yourself to see what is taking place in your life. Allow yourself to see how far you come. Even if you might not be where you're at right now, that doesn't mean you're not any closer. You're a lot closer than you were when you first started. You had to learn a lot of things. You had to accept a lot of responsibilities for things that you have partaked in. You're allowing yourself to see, even though when people have made you downright angry and irate, you still had to allow yourself to forgive them, not for them, but for you, to keep that peace of mind for you. And you have to understand, hurt people gonna hurt people. And if they feel like your life is more valuable than theirs, they will break you down until you have nothing, if you allow them to do that. And you have to allow, whatever they're doing is don't allow their actions to make you bitter, because then that means you turn it into them and feel like it's justified to wreak havoc all up in other people's lives. But what you're here for is a maintain a stronger purpose in life. They want you to be able to tell people the things that you have endured, the things that has really set you on this path for you to learn yourself on a much deeper level, understand your gift, being open to change, being open to your spiritual belongings, that you hear, you're partaking in whatever purpose you're trying to be guided towards. Those are the things that is being set an example for many things in the world. You are what we've been looking for. We always felt like, oh my God, this world needs to be a better place, and you're it. You are it, because you have went through so much hell, but you still got back up. You could have been wobbling, been like Mr. McAfee from what was it? I forgot that daggone show, Living Color, with that peg leg. It ain't no funny trying to make fun of anybody, but it's like that. You can get up and you still. It could be let me change that. It can be like a Kill Bill type situation, and she still kept standing. She done got sliced and diced, but that girl kept on moving. And you have been like that. You have won so many battles, and the devil don't like you. He really doesn't like you, but you are God's favorite, and he has that confidence in you, that you have what it takes to persevere over everything, being that ultimate reflection to overcome all the madness in the world. Even though the world has not been fair to you, you still have room for love to give up to other people. And that's the reason why you were chosen for that. And that's the reason why you had to endure the things you did, because those things, other people have endured the same thing, but it's just, it turned them into better people. It really turned them into bitter people, and they felt like nobody. They had to feel inferior and superior over everybody, and they just sense that they can't see joy because of all the things that has taken place in their life. They want to make sure nobody else can get that, and they really feel their power in when they know they have broken somebody in some kind of way. And there's a lot of people that are out there like that, and it's sad. But those are the ones you're going to be reflecting on. Those are the people that were sent to turn your life upside down, flip it upside down, break you down until you're raw and everything, and you have to build yourself back up the way you wanted to be because you were molded. You went through cultural programming, conditioning, whatever, astral, what is it, ancestral, trauma, all these different things you don't went through, and you still try to find your way to give out love. You pray for people. You did try to do good things for people because you don't have that heart that a lot of other people have. There's a lot of empaths that you may connect with that admire you, but there's also some that are going to be very threatened by you as well. But you still need to reflect. You still need to be that example and allow yourself to keep going because you're a lot closer to the finish line of the blessings that is very deserving of you. You have to allow yourself to know when you're dealing with emotional triggers, that mess is on autopilot 24/7, 365. So you have to allow yourself to be prepared for everything 24/7, 365. Anytime somebody try to pull that rug from up under you, just allow yourself to, oh, thank you. And, just, being able to be quick with it. Be able to be quick with it and allow yourself to not even skip a beat because they're going to try. They're going to try, but that is your biggest blessing because it's like your biggest triggers. It may be obstacles, but those will be the biggest healers, and that'll be the biggest blessing because it always showed you, even though that situation may have been lack of something, it really reflects of what all is in you that you needed to be able to see throughout that trauma that you're enduring, throughout those karmic cycles that you are ready to get away from, but you're still dealing with things because you have to allow yourself to know that person or people or situation or circumstances has no power over you unless you allow it. That's a choice. A lot of times, I would be that one. I always had to have the last word. But a lot of times, the best response for a fool is not saying anything at all. And the best revenge to keep, for people that just making sure you don't get towards your blessings, allow yourself. The best thing you can do is keep moving, thinking like that's going to be my determination because folks are just like that. And you already know that you're protected, but it's all about the choices you make on how you want to see how things are around you. They can't affect you if you're allowing yourself to be focused on where you're trying to go, not focused on what people try to do to you. You know, it's sad when people feel like, when you're basically almost, all resources are cut off, they feel like, oh, I can do whatever I want to now. They have no choice but to deal with me, and I'm gonna just treat them any kind of way. I mean, that's people showing their weaknesses. That's people, flexing out their insecurities because they feel like, oh, I can do them any kind of way, and I can do that. I got you have to allow yourself to really pray for people like that. And you actually feel bad for people. It got to that point where I used to hate folks like that and I'll go all the hell off. But now, like I said, for real, I see people like that and I feel sorry for them because you are making sure you go above and beyond to hurt somebody, disrupt somebody's life. Like, damn, you ain't did enough. You just keep at it like, damn, they don't even take a day off. Those are the ones they'll gladly do overtime for, just like that. But you have to allow yourself that's your best thing. Just allow yourself. Don't even try to get back at people. Don't even try to understand. I don't speak, bully. I don't speak, you know, trying to go out my way to hurt people. I can hurt people with the truth. I ain't gotta sit up here and be, you know, putting people down. I'll just allow myself to be speaking my truth. you know I'll tell people real quick, I don't got time for that passive aggressive or stick somebody and try to understand why they're bleeding. I'm that one that come, you're gonna see it coming. I'm just that type of person. I don't have to throw a rock and hide my hand. I'll throw the whole damn brick and sit right on the curb for whatever I done threw it at and just let you know, hey, I did that damage right here. But I'm just letting you know, I want to be in the street and then throw that. I'm like, oh, I don't know what happened. I don't understand. Play dumb as hell, but it is what it is. But allow yourself to know, to keep on allowing yourself to keep focused on where you're trying to be. Let the situations that is going around you to maintain that motivation to allow yourself to be free. Because when you get close, the closer you get and the stronger you get, the more heavy people, heavy things come at you and the more crazy folks act. So you have to allow yourself to keep focused, you know, allow, the universe to handle things. Allow your ancient ones, your spirit guides, allow that. I remember I seen them. It was like a post the other day. It was a meme. I fell out laughing. It's like people ain't even here to cuss you out no more. They're gonna let their spirit guides, their ancestors and the ancient ones, all that. They're gonna handle their problem for you. They ain't even gotta say nothing. They're gonna just give you to somebody else. And that's what you need to do. And you'll see when it happens, but you better not laugh, you better not react. You just see what's taking place in life and allow yourself to keep moving and see that more of a blessing than a hindrance. So yeah, I was gonna do a few more videos, but my daggone butt is drained. And I gotta go ahead and recharge before I go start working out again. So I'll Lord willing, I'll go ahead and go ahead and put out some more videos tomorrow. I would love to give a post notification shout out to Teresa Anderson, Boomer Boy, and Farrah Hazard and Mimi. I hope all is well. Much love to y'all. Like and subscribe. Hit that notification bell. Drop me a line. I would love the chance to hear from you. If you want to speak to me privately, one-on-one, you can find me on Facebook Messenger. I'm not accepting. I don't know if you have to send a request before you can send a message. I always tell people, make sure you send a message to me. Let me know, hey, my name is such and such, because, a lot of times you have a different name from what you use on Facebook to here. And let me know. I connect with you here and I'll help you out the best way I can for your spiritual guidance, or a deeper understanding of your path of purpose, and everything we talk about is confidential. So I'm not doing the time schedules anymore with everything going on. I just try to reply back to you as best way as I can and quick as I can. So like and subscribe, hit that notification bell, drop me a line. I would love to be able to speak to you and give you a post notification shout out if it's your first time here. Welcome. It's so good to have you. Make sure you have the notifications on so you know when I'm about to upload the next video. Know you are truly blessed, highly favored, and forever loved. And knowing there's always somebody out there praying for your better days. And whatever you're trying to manifest into your life, I hope it comes 100,000 times more than what you expected it to be, and it comes so much sooner than you actually thought. Make sure you give out love, light, positivity, as well as prosperity, words, vibes, frequencies. You never know. All those different things can really take somebody a long way. And I will see you on my next video. Much love to you. Peace. Be well. And stay safe.